Welcome to our educational YouTube channel Bhuvna EduTech. Today we will learn integers and today we will learn the properties of integers, means properties of integers in addition and subtraction, in which we will learn the first closure under addition, then commutative, then additive inverse and then associative law. So first we should come towards the closure rule or a closure under addition and subtraction. Closure under addition: if we add two integers, then we will get another integers. We learnt already previously, and this rule is called a closure under addition and subtraction. Again, if we will subtract two number, we will also get another integer, and that is called a closure under subtraction. So closure under addition and subtraction will be followed by integers. How? Suppose I will example 1, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Here 5 is an integer, then 2 is an integer, and 7 is also an integer. In this way we can take many examples. Suppose I will take some negative numbers like -3 plus -2 is equal to how much? We know, if I will draw a number line, here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So first I will take 3. Now 1, 2 and 3 means here to here first line. Second -2, again come to left, 1 and 2. So -5 is the answer. So this is an integer. In this way, if you will say the closure under addition is followed by integers and closure under subtraction is also followed by the integers. How? I will show you. Suppose I will take 5 minus 2 plus -2. 5 subtraction, that's why 5 minus -2 take. Now 5 minus plus 2 is equal to 7 is an integer. Here 5 is an integer, -2 is an integer, and here 7 is also an integer. So in the case of addition and then in the case of subtraction, closure rule is followed by integers. It means if we add or subtract any two integers, then we will get another integer. Now I will take some example for you. This is for addition and this is for subtraction. 17 plus 23. Now add. 17 is an integer, 23 is an integer. That's why 40 is also an integer. Here added 17 to 23 results 40. Here -10 plus 3 results -7, all are integers. Here -75 plus 18 -57 is also an integer, means 75, 18 and -75, 18 and -57 all are integers. Here two integers and a result another integers also. In case of subtraction, 7 minus 9, 2, integer. Here 17 minus -21 results 38. When we will get like this, suppose two similar sign, in between there is a bracket like this. Here is a similar sign, means Similar sign means plus. If there is a bracket between two similar sign, if minus bracket minus, it will also plus. Here is plus. If sign differs, suppose minus plus, in between there is a bracket, and that time we have to subtract or a minus. Plus bracket minus, here is also minus, means this sign will be convert into plus. If two signs, two opposite signs are together in and between them there is a bracket, then it will the sign convert into minus, like this. So finally we concluded that integers followed the closure rule. Now come to the next rule, next principle, that is commutative principle. In commutative properties, whole number can be added in any way. How? Suppose I will add 5 plus 3, results 8. Now I changed my mind and I write first 3, then 5, and results what? 8. So in both the case results are same. So the commutative property is nothing. Whole numbers can be added in any way. We already learnt in previous class. Today I will write here integers can be added in any way. So we are learning the properties of integers. That's why integers also follow the commutative property. We know whole numbers followed the commutative property, and also here integers are followed the commutative property. It is in case of addition. If we test in subtraction, what is happening? Let's see. Suppose I will take an example, that is 8 minus 2 and results plus 6. Now change their order. I change first. I will write 2 minus 2, then minus 8, and results what? Look, here is minus 2 minus 8, that is minus 10. It means commutative property is followed by integers only in case of addition. It is not followed by integers in case of subtraction. Means commutative is followed by integers only in case of addition, not in case of subtraction. Next property is associative. Associative means when we have to add multi things or multiply multi things, first we have to group them. And one by one we have to complete. Here it is written, suppose 5 plus 3 plus 2. Here is also 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. First I grouped these two, means I have to add 5 plus 3, then I will get a answer, that is 8, then 8 plus 2. At a time I can't add these three numbers, that's why I have to group them, and first I grouped these two and then add with this. Again I left here 5 alone and I grouped here 3 and 2. 3 and 2 and add them. In both the case, I got the answer, that is 10. How? Here is 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So in this case we got also the same answer. In both of the cases we got the same answer. That's why associative principle is also followed by integers like whole numbers. And another thing is that like commutative property, here is also, in case of subtraction, it is not followed by the integers. Means associative property is also not followed by the integers in a sum. Now next property is additive property. Additive, in case of additive property, that is we have to add something to get the same number. We have to add something to get the same numbers. In whole numbers, we already learned that when we add 0 to a number, we get the same number. So 0 is called a additive inverse of the number. So in case of additive property, we have to add a 0 to get the same number. Suppose 5 plus 0 is equal to 5, minus 3 plus 0 is equal to minus 3, then minus 10 plus 0 is equal to minus 10. So 0 is here the additive identity of integers. Now come to some example, and first we have to clarify all the properties. Now here look, under closure, a plus b, where a is an integer, b is an integer, c is another integer. Here is written. In case of a commutative, a plus b is equal to b plus a. And in case of associative, a plus b, here is bracket, plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. And identity is a plus 0 is equal to a. This is all about the properties of integers. Now examples. Write down the pairs of integers whose sum is minus 3. So we have to find out any two numbers to get a minus 3. Suppose one, there is a minus 1, minus 2 plus, then answer will be minus 3. We can take another example like 5 minus 2 minus 5 plus 2, here is also minus 3. Like thousands of example we can find out. Here difference is minus 5, then here write 10 minus 10 plus 5 is equal to minus 5. Like this we can find many pairs. Difference is 2, so 10 minus 2, 8 is equal to 2, like this. And sum is 0, 0 means minus 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 0, like this. Also minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, like this we can find many pairs of numbers. So this is all about your chapter, that is properties of addition and subtraction. What are the main properties I already told, and this is all about this video. If you are appreciate with our video, try to like and share our video to improve our lessons.